This is a Rolls-Royce Wraith, and you're watching WHLWRKS. Thank you, Butler. Today is a great episode because behind us we have a 2016 Rolls-Royce Wraith, and in a moment you're about to meet the owner. Okay, so now we're here with Jay. This is his Wraith. Now, Jay, what have you done to this car?
You know, it's a Rolls-Royce, right? So nothing too crazy. We did a two-tone satin black finish on the top, starting from the hood all the way down to the trunk. We did a chrome delete on the obvious parts, and then we painted the Spirit of Ecstasy a Tiffany blue color, just for a little bit of pop.
So you're not telling me you've done downpipes and a tune? No, you guys can't do that stuff with the Rolls-Royce. What are we in for today, Jay? What are you here for?
We're gonna be doing 24-inch Giovanna wheels. Shout out Giovanna for the hookup, I really appreciate it. We're also doing 2-inch Ghost lowering links. My guy Anthony right here, this man right here, made the dream happen, and I think it'll really put together the car, and I'm looking really forward to it.
Absolutely, guys. So this is what it looks like before. Already a clean build, but now you guys are gonna see what's happening next once we drill them out, get them fitted, and look who it is. It's Gio.
Look who decided to show up.
15 minutes late.
This is also my first time meeting a real-life giant, so.
Yeah. First time meeting a real-life Australian. Watch out.
You're not some peasant. You're not gonna close your own door.
Close your own door, Anthony. Hold the button. See, look, guys, Anthony's never going to admit it. He'll tell you he doesn't like it. He loves it. He loves it. Look at this guy.
This is not my first time driving this car or doing this car. Okay?
Yeah, you're not going to admit it, but you'd love this.
Oh yeah, this is a flex. Whoever says it's not a flex is a moron and a liar.
You like flexing or what?
Yeah, bro.
Jam.
Damn, you just shut the window on me, bro. What the fuck was that?
What do you think, bro?
What do I think of the car?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a beautiful machine, man. Like you can't deny the comfort, the way it looks, the luxury. It's gonna look even better with the wheels. So this was Jay's choice of wheels that he wanted for the Rolls-Royce, and honestly, I couldn't agree more with him because a full face wheel like this for a Rolls-Royce Wraith is a perfect fit. This wheel, you can't pull it off with every car. It looks good on an S-Class, G-Wagon, Rolls-Royce Wraith. Like those really high luxury vehicles, the Amour is a perfect fit. Either if it's all black with that machine accent around it, Rolls-Royce Wraith, the Giovanna Amour is a perfect match. So a lot of you always ask us, you guys are concerned about the weight when it's a full face wheel. Giovanna thought of that when they made these wheels. Now let me show you. Now behind the wheel, you see all this cutouts on the wheel. And the reason why Giovanna did that also was engineering purposes and also for weight saving. So they cut all that extra aluminum out of the wheel to save all that weight. Don't feel that you're gonna have a wheel that weighs 100 pounds or something ridiculous. This is not the case. This wheel, it's not a heavy wheel at all.
So we are removing the old TPMS sensor because they're going to be going on the new wheels, which means we don't have to program the computer at all. There we are. Guys, right now it's tax season, and just look at the amount of orders we got going on right here. This is only part of it because we have still a whole other section of the warehouse that's doing the same thing, but geez.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen it this full.
Right now it is a little busy, but we're trying our best to get them out soon. So we're not even stopping. We're 7 days a week right now. Just to show you where some of these are going to. Some Ferraras, wheels and tires, going to Ohio. 20 by 10 CIS, New York.
New York. You get to off-road in New York, bro. You can off-road in all that traffic.
Ferraras, 2019 Dodge Charger, 20 by 10s, going to Texas. One more, guys. 2020 GLE, Hampton, Virginia.
See, that's what's so awesome about us, bro. We ship all over the country, guys. Worldwide.
Yeah, we do international shipping too.
There we are, getting the new ones on. Now what we're gonna do is install that TPMS sensor we took off the original wheel. There it goes. Since we're using the original one, that means you do not have to reprogram the computer. It will be plug and play, just like that, bro. Get the tire lube on there. That is such a satisfying step. Just like that, tire is on, guys. All we gotta do, throw it on the Hunter balancer. The computer is gonna pressurize the wheel to exactly the PSI we need, which is 40, and then we're gonna balance it. Computer tells us we need 2.75 ounces. We put the weights in there. Now we're gonna balance it one more time to make sure it's completely balanced. and we'll be good to hit the road. That is gonna look so good, bro.
So sick.
That's looking good.
Once we get these on, Anthony is banned from driving it because Anthony loves to hit curbs and there's no sidewalk.
So we are,
Are you feeling for fitment?
yeah,
Any fitment issues?
we're a half an inch away from that control arm, so that's spot on.
Perfect.
For a half an inch is a lot. You guys can do a lot with half an inch. I've personally been told. Anthony knows from experience. Half an inch is almost too big. The last thing you want is wheel poke or tires that sit in. It looks like a rented piece of furniture. But check this out on this Rolls. It is flush, it looks good, and there's absolutely no wheel poke on this at all.
5 minutes later.
Wheel number 2.
Jose the man. If this man is working on your car, you're in good hands.
We are halfway there.
Look at these 3 letters right here.
That's crazy. I'm practically driving a Rolls-Royce every day.
You have a Rolls-Royce E46 and this same.
Same exact car. Wheel number 3. Same thing as before, guys. Rinse and repeat. TPMS sensor goes on. Perfect. So when it comes to a tire with a really thin sidewall, it takes a little extra love to get it on there, huh? Yeah. And that is the road force part of this balancing machine. Getting that 3rd wheel on there.
The roads in LA are my ass, dude. They're so bad.
Check this
So
out.
bad.
When I was 18 or 19, I rented my first Lamborghini Huracan. And I was driving on Sunset, like right as you're leaving the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and there's a huge fucking pothole.
Yep, I know exactly
I
what you're
slapped
talking
it
about.
so hard, the wheel went whoosh, and I
That's
got out of
right
the
by
car.
Hollywood High. I know
exactly.
exactly which one you're
And I
talking
got
about,
out, and
yeah.
I looked, and like the wheel was like literally shattered. The tires obviously just fucked. What do you think the hardest fitment on any car is to put wheels on?
Okay, so I think the craziest setup I've seen that no one really does because the car's so limited, and you guys probably know the answer already, is the F40. One of the best ones I've seen is the Gas Monkey F40. And then like the most complicated fitment, believe it or not, it's gonna be a weird one. This one is a C7 base model Corvette.
Harder than the Dodge Viper. Vipers are hard.
You know what? Yeah, but that one usually people don't modify.
Yeah.
Like they keep the 6 on 4.5 bolt pattern, right? But the C7 is such a high offset, and people want a deep concave, and that car is such shit fitment that it's just one of the hardest ones to work on.
So now with that being said, if you could have any car in the world, not only what would the car be, but what wheels would you put on the car?
Oh, fuck. Man, he's throwing
right
curveballs on it. I mean, I just answered the same question. It's the F40. And
loves that thing.
yeah, that's my dream car, bro. I don't care about the Bugatti Chirons and those other ones. The F40, bro, is like honestly the best car ever made in my opinion.
Are you keeping the stock wheels or are you changing the wheels, bro? 'Cause
Oh, I'm changing
personally,
the wheels.
Really?
I'm changing them.
Dude, I love those
What
wheels.
he said was gonna happen is on the F40, he's gonna put wires on them.
Wire wheels.
Bro, no way.
Dude, you know it's bad when like sometimes you just like see like because that's the thing when you follow our Instagram account, you're just gonna see rollouts and then every couple of videos it's just the most random car and you see the wire wheels and you're like, I already know where this is.
Like when we
fucking
put
going.
wire wheels on Gio's Tacoma. Go check that one out.
Yeah.
You know what I am curious about though? I'm curious what Miranda's dream car would be over here.
Why don't you, ask
Yeah.
exactly.
Miranda,
Miranda,
What?
what is your dream car?
I want like a 70s Bronco, like red, like a little white stripe on it.
Okay, the same question goes to you.
It would be a Koenigsegg Yasko. Absolutely.
Bro, you guys are on polar
Dude,
opposites.
Koenigsegg, like, all the Pagani. Pagani.
They're all wrong, bro. Going.
Nah.
Bro, they're like $7 million.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between price and
Yeah,
practical.
yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do with that car?
What are you
Take all
gonna do with the
104 horsepower on the freeway?
Koenigsegg, bro?
What am I gonna do with the Koenigsegg? I'm gonna burn the freaking tires on asphalt. I'm gonna do rolling burnouts in 8th gear. Like that's what I'm gonna do.
Probably the fastest car I've driven is the Aventador, a GT3 RS.
I drove a Pagani Huayra BC full forged carbon down PCH, and it was the most insane thing. The noises, the turbos. it's just, I mean, you're in 4th gear, barely touching it, just, and you're like,
It's actually like the feeling of it too. Like when the GT3 RS when I was driving it, and it was stick too. It was like, dude, and I was on 2nd gear, the car was like, I've never felt that, and I was like, I should not be driving this shit in the street. Like this is too much.
In La Puente too.
Yeah, that was the old shop.
Final wheel going on.
Guys, this right now, we have the wheels on the Rolls-Royce. It looks incredible because the stock wheels, they ain't it. I'm gonna be honest here. So Jay, what do you think?
right now, without the floating center caps and mi amigo Jose on the job, I think this thing's gonna look pretty badass.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
Now let's just get it lowered.
So guys, so what we're doing right now is on this Rolls-Royce Wraith, this is a stock airbag suspension from the factory. So in order to lower this vehicle, like the S-Class, this type of vehicle, BMW 7 Series, the Range Rover, they all have airbag suspension from the factory. So what you want to do is you can't use coilovers or coil springs. What you do is you use links. These are aftermarket links. So basically what it's doing, it's letting less air into the airbag so it can stay lowered. It doesn't affect the vehicle in any way. And if you want to go back to stock, it's an easy one. You can just take these links out and put the stock ones back in.
They turn it on and
Andy, what does your professional opinion say?
Professionally, I know that Chewy is doing a good job. Look at this stuff. You got the valves for the exhaust back here. You've got all genuine BMW accessories. It's beautiful.
20 minutes later.
Almost done here. We're gonna take it up and down, see where it adjusts, just to make sure that our fitment is spot on. Damn, bro, that looks so
Okay,
clean.
why don't you come out and check how you like this, because it's not moving.
It's steady
Yeah,
now.
so
Steady.
if you want it lower, that way it's just gonna adjust it more.
What do you think?
It's up to you.
Well,
You can go down lower if you want.
You were described as like the Fitment dude, so it's low key up to you. Right?
See, and you think we hate you, huh?
Low-key, I would leave it.
There is a such thing as it can look ratchet too. Though. I would leave it. I think this is perfect.
I think it's good.
First initial thoughts. This thing is literally crazy. What Audio City has the ability to do in one day, it's truly breathtaking. I haven't had an experience like this at all. I think the last tire shop I went to for my Range Rover literally took, I think 2 days. They made me drop it off, and who wants to drop your car off when you get new wheels like this? So. Okay, so what we're doing right now is when we were driving away, we noticed there was a little bit too much camber, at least for my taste. So what we're doing is we're gonna put 15mm spacers, and that should give the car, you know, a less cambered but wider, more aesthetic stance. So we'll see when it's done.
Wheel is off.
One piece.
Spacer's going in. That's a hub-centric spacer. That is gonna fix all of our problems.
It's one piece. Other ghetto shops might do like ones with multiple holes. This is designed for this application. And you're gonna put your hub-centric ring in the back.
Of course.
Look at that, bro. A lot of ghetto shops do that.
Looks a lot more aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Fitment is
It looks
way
more
better.
like wide body.
Well, it just flush. It's like right on the fender now.
With a little magic from Anthony, a little elbow grease from Jose. That's Audio City, baby. Where the dreams happen.
Dreams, bro.
That's perfect.
Not only did we lower the car, we put 15mm spacers, but something cool for the short kings everywhere, I can now, by the help of Audio City, see over my vehicle, which for the first time, I will say, it's really cool. I didn't know it was so dusty. Don't put this guy in frame. This is nice, man. This is real nice.
Anthony, what's your opinion on this?
Bro, it looks fucking great. Look at it.
This fitment is perfect.
Can we talk about the speed that this was all executed at?
This was like 3 hours.
This was
bro.
barely 3 hours of I mean, look. Where
Lowered
else? Why
wheels,
would you go anywhere else, bro? Why? For what? You gotta come here. You gotta touch Jose's head for good luck.
Damn. Clean.
If that doesn't make you hard, I don't know what does.
That looks insane. I want the boss's opinion. Jose, what do you think about the car?
All right, now we need to
Looks clean, man.
Looks clean.
First, I had my doubts, right? Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, you did.
But now, like, damn, dude.
I'm telling you on the car, bro.
It looks great.
Barely grazes it. So it's like not even, so it's not a hard rub. What it's doing, it's grazing the plastic. Stuff like this is gonna happen when you put aftermarket wheels. Not all the time, but certain instances like this, when it grazes the plastic, I mean, 90% of the time the customer's gonna be okay with it, and he is okay with it. We knew it was gonna hit already because we've done these cars before in the past, and he knew it, and it's so little that we're not even gonna modify it.
And here is the finished product. Check this thing out. We've lowered it by 2 inches. We've added Giovanna wheels to it.
You know, it's a little bit different. When you're buying a pair of wheels, it's kind of hard to understand what it's gonna look like on your car. Thankfully enough, the Audio City team here does it so seamlessly. I mean, you think it, they build it. That's all I like to say. Now, the cool thing about Audio City with these wheels is that they're Fitment pros, right? My guy Anthony here, Jose here, they know how to get the job done. So they even went as far as adding a 15mm spacer in the back to give it more of an aggressive stance. I'd say all in all, this is a dream come true, and it looks good. So thank you Audio City, and thank you Giovanna for sponsoring the wheels. And I mean, another happy customer, but that's not a thing that's new here in Audio City.
If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned to Audio City USA because we're bringing out videos like this every other week. WHLWRKS is the name of the show. You guys just saw a 2016 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you soon.
I am happy as fuck right now.